Crozier. Jacob Crozier was a young Scottish boy who lived in Liddesdale, Scotland. Jacob Crozier was the same as any normal 11-year-old boy in the late 16th century, but there was one tiny little thing that made Jacob a bit different. He and his father were part of the Border Reivers Crozier clan. The Border Reivers were murderers, plunderers, marauders and thieves. His father, Abraham Crozier, was the wrong side of 40 and a burly man. Abraham's father was the opposite of Jacob's father, a short man with mousy grey hair and a pot belly. Abraham's father was also a friend of Archibald Armstrong, the chief of the Armstrong clan, who sort of ran his clan as well as the Crozier clan, even though when Jacob asked his father about this, his father always just told him, "The Crozier clan has no chief, lad. We have freedom, while others have misery." Jacob tried to believe these words, but he was always a little bit doubtful. Jacob's mother had died when he was 3, and he couldn't remember a lot about her, except that she seemed to be more reasonable than his father. Jacob's father usually complained about things that Jacob didn't understand or know, like how the English had tried to attack a far-off town again, or that his father was still living in a shabby old hut. Jacob sometimes wondered if his life would have been different if his mother was still alive, but he tried not to ponder over it too much. Jacob played truant from the local school most days and sometimes went down to the river instead, where he would try to catch small fish or tadpoles with his handmade net. Some days he would walk into the town and look through the windows at the small shops, but most of the time Jacob would walk over the hills and through the fields to see the tall stone castle. Jacob loved how the doorways arched and the roof curved and pointed. He was even told that the Queen had been to it. Jacob had never been inside of the castle before, but he thought it would have been grand to live in it. He was always told by his father that the Englishmen on the border between Scotland and England lived too close, and if they came closer, the Scottish would give them what they deserved. Jacob guessed that this was stabbing them, or something, but he wasn't sure because his father was known for being creative. Jacob didn't really see the point of getting angry at the Englishmen on the border. "But they aren't doing anything wrong though," Jacob told his father. "They are doing wrong by even living, son," Abraham answered. Whenever Jacob heard this, he wondered why his father was like this. But before he could think anything else, he heard a crash outside and someone scream. "Help! The English are here! Run!" He leapt up and looked at his father. He was right.
Please hang up and try again.